Hey everybody, Sam Kavaris in the Nimnik Sports Update. Jaguars are now 1-0 after beating Tennessee. And remember, the objective is just to win the game, the opener, obviously. It's the objective every week, but when the opener comes around, you don't know who the opponent is in terms of how they're going to play. And particularly in this situation, a division game, a conference game with a new quarterback and a new coach, the Jaguars did well to just kind of control things and get the job done and get away with a W. Jack Del Rio's done a good job here in the last 10 days. One, with Maurice Jones-Drew not playing him, although when you're up 13-0, you should go on to go up 20-0 instead of waiting around. But Deji Kareem was getting the job done. We know that MJD wants to play. Montel Owens is very effective when he's in there. So Maurice maybe wants more carries, but they may come at one time during later the season. Who knows? Playing somebody late in the season and they need him for 35 carries, he'll be in there. I thought Del Rio's decision-making was pretty solid there. I also thought that he made the right call, along with Gene Smith, on David Garrard. The Jaguars knew how good Garrard could be. He had reached that level, which was average. And the other two guys were about the same. But you don't know the upside on McCown or on Gabbard. But you know that was about as good as Garrard was going to get. So at that point, it was the right thing to do to move on and to cut David. How they handled it, not so good. Was money an issue? Absolutely not. Because if money was an issue, they'd have never let Garrard take the field. If he'd gotten hurt in the preseason, they'd have been on the hook for $9 million. So you don't let him take the field if money is any kind of a consideration, and they had a built-in excuse with his back. So apparently Garrard is going to talk to the Colts, talk to the 49ers, talk to the Dolphins. So we'll see where he ends up. Honestly, as a Jaguar, and if you're a Jaguar fan, where Garrard ends up wouldn't scare me at all. At this point, the Jaguars go on the road for 2 weeks against the Jets, tough game, against Carolina, which you would have put in a win column, but certainly Cam Newton's play shows that he apparently is, at least in week 1, getting the job done. A big game for Florida State this week in Tallahassee against Oklahoma. That's the #1 team in the country, almost the consensus. Probably the biggest game they've had there since the last big Florida game there, maybe 10 years ago. And Florida plays against Tennessee. That's at 3:30. Great doubleheader for the state. 3:30 on CBS and then 8 o'clock on ABC coming up this coming Saturday. More on that as the week goes on. I'm Sam Kavaris, and that's the Nimnik Sports Update.